Good morning once again. Thank you for joining me as we continue reading through the gospel selection from the daily lectionary. We're moving on to Matthew chapter 6, beginning right at the beginning in verse 1. Jesus says, "Beware of practicing your piety before others in order to be seen by them, for then you have no reward from your Father in heaven. So whenever you give alms, do not sound a trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, so that they may be praised by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward. But when you give alms, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your alms may be done in secret. And your Father, who sees in secret, will reward you." We do not do what we do as Christians for the glory of it. We do what we do because it's the right thing to do, because it's the right way to respond in gratitude to God who loves and forgives us. As we think about giving to the church, about giving to charity, we are called clearly to not give in such a way that it's all about us. Because giving is not ultimately about making us better people, about making us into good Christians. Giving is about disciplining ourselves as Christians into responding with not just our minds, but with our whole selves to God's goodness. So we give because God has given to us. We give because we hope to share God's love with the world in ways that go beyond our words, but also extend into actual differences made in actual lives. We're going to be talking later this fall, throughout this fall, about stewardship in the church and how we are called as Christians to donate to the church, to donate to charity as a whole, and to give more than just from our wallets, but also to give of our time, our talent, our energy, our prayers, and not just in church on Sunday morning, but throughout our lives. We're going to be doing a matching campaign this fall where we have the opportunity to get rid of the church's debts, and that will allow us to spend our money not on interest, but on mission in the future, to set a financial foundation for Covenant where we will be able to spend our dollars serving other people. We're also going to be talking about pledging for the year to provide for this space in which we gather and worship, to provide for staff like myself so that we can coordinate the ministry and mission of the church. And it may seem mundane, but all of these things are ways that we are called to give, and to not give in ways that are flashy and showy, but to give in such a way that the work of the church that God is calling us to do is able to be accomplished. That's what it comes down to. Are we going to give ourselves to Christ in this way as well? Not for our sake, but for His. Would you join me in prayer? Jesus, lift our hearts to you, that we might by your Spirit's power be instruments of your mercy, to the glory of God the Father. Amen. Have a blessed day.